welcome. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Short version is that they were supposed to be there by 9. Like the latest, they'll be there by 9 to fix the fact that they have two musics going. That's annoying. It's supposed to be there by 9, the latest. And my wife is there waiting for them. They're not there, and she has to go to work. So at some point in time, I'm going to get the call, hey, we're on our way to that location. With how luck seems to be going last night today, it's probably going to happen right as I'm like, let's do the next round. So I'm going to have to head out over to that direction. So, God damn it. And it's literally all this, the reason why it wasn't resolved last night is because the person didn't know how to open a sewer. Didn't know how to open a sewer grate. It's a sewer grate. They could have just opened and the problem's right there. I know for a fact it is because I had to deal with this 5 years ago. But anyways, moving on. Hi.
No, that's the problem, Josh. The shit does not continue to flow. In fact, it thoroughly does not.
So let's
Right. So I'm in my tent.
What is
I'm in my tent.
Semtex? What's
Semtex
SC?
is plastic explosive.
Oh, hey-o. All right,
I'm not certain, but slashes will confirm shortly in chat, I'm sure.
So what is your plan here, sir?
So the only thing I can think of is sleet storm.
That does a good amount of bludgeoning damage, doesn't it?
Nope.
What does it do?
It literally just causes the entire area to be covered in ice.
That's interesting. There's no rules for magic inside the combat, but I definitely can see that giving modifiers.
I'm not entirely certain how like what the range is, though. Because it says range long 400 feet plus 40 foot per level. But it doesn't specify like an area.
Wait. It should say, maybe it doesn't say area or...
Yeah, let me look at it. It doesn't say in Roll20. Let me look at it. Sleet Storm Pathfinder.
Otherwise, what is your tactic beyond casting that spell?
We'll get there, depending on... Right, okay, area is a 50-foot cylinder, 20-foot high, 40-foot cylinder, radius. Oh, yeah, cylinder, 40-foot radius, 20-foot high. So they want us to destroy the bridge. But equally, what we can do is cover the entire bridge in sleet that no one can see through.
Yep.
Which is equally terrifying to soldiers on either side, because they no longer know what the other half of their army is doing. Like, what's about to come through this snow? Is it going to be the enemy? Is it going to be my friends? Are my friends still alive on the other side? Also, a creature within the area, they need to make they can move through it at half normal speed with the DC 10. And failure means it can't move, while failure by 5 or more means it falls.
Well, we're just going to...
The sleet also extinguishes torches and small fires, and we may well be getting into night.
You're actually almost in morning. So, it's going to stave off morning for some of those people. So, actually, it's a really good idea. We need to give
this is a scroll, however.
Is it on your spell list?
It's a major spell.
Okay.
It's beyond my ability to cast currently. And I have not been rolling well.
What's the spell level of Sleet Storm? Is it 3?
3.
Is it DC 15 plus 2 times spell level, so DC 21, I think? No, or is it 20? I think it's DC 21.
I don't know this one. You tell me.
I'm going to do it right now. Pathfinder, use magic device.
Oh god, my use magic device is not that good.
Use, say, decipher a written spell, use a scroll, 20 plus caster level. You said 3, it's 25. DC 25. What's your modifier?
+5.
Oh, look at that!
So
Okay.
it's attainable. It's attainable with a natural 20. Scott, why do I have this scroll? Is this scroll literally just there to cuckold me?
No. That's what Jake's there for, to cuckold you.
Oh, wow. Actually, I think you'll find one has already been cuckolded by the heaven twice. I'm probably not going to roll a natural 20, as much as I want to roll. Don't get me wrong, I am going to try and do it, but I'm not going to succeed.
You're going to try?
Obviously, come on, there's no downsides, right?
Well,
it's not like I'm going to generate an entire cone of cold and obliterate the enemy.
You're right, there's definitely no chance that you're going to do something bad by accident.
The last time we failed a scroll, what bad possibly came out of it?
I feel like there's 10,000 answers to that question. Oh God. Josh wants you to stop talking and start rolling. Oh.
Okay, right. Well, first off, let's roll my use magic device then.
Okay, hold on. Reminder, you can use luck dice on this.
Okay.
And you have 3. Because we don't have a macro, so we'll just tell you. No, he rolled so well. Oh, at the very least, you failed by less than 5. God damn it!
I could make it with a luck.
You can. Do you have any other modifiers first before you add to the luck? God damn it! How is Neil gonna pull this off?
That'd be like right by the luck of my teeth.
I just want to be clear, if you had rolled that would have been a 28 for an attack, 28 against 15 for a DV. That would have been
Shut up.
13 points of damage against an army at 19 health. Just saying.
That is cruel.
Just saying.
That is I don't, but I think I would like to roll a luck dice if you don't mind, Jake.
Jake doesn't care. He's going to get that goddamn 4.
What is it, 1d4, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, God, okay. Oh. Just there are no other modifiers, correct? Nothing else that you're forgetting? Then that is so. You read the scroll, it does not get expended, it just fizzles. It just does not succeed. That's all. Oh, God.
God damn.
Okay. So we all right. Army of Valorant gets to attack first. Nobody got routed, so Army of Valorant is going to roll their plus 13.
Just while you're doing that, did I attempted to cast that spell? Did I cast it today? Does that count as casting it today?
I don't get it.
I'm just does that count as casting?
No, it fizzled. It did not succeed.
Okay.
Unfunny one brings up a good point.
What's that? I don't see any points there. I don't see.
Reroll with the API, you cheater. Oh, and then there's a highlight.
Well, it takes
Daelric cheater. Oh,
I'm not cheating. I just don't have. I don't have time to reset that back up. Listen, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to set that API back up. You have to click and change. You know.
In Discord, they need your name changed to the cheaty one.
That was almost a 19. 22 take away 15 again. Same thing as before. -1 plus 2 does another 8 points of damage. Next is going to be the Riders of Wherein. Listen, I don't know if you noticed, Josh, but right now I am very occupied doing stuff. I mean, I'm running a whole game here. I'm waiting for a phone call. I'm just like, clearly I'm just like super busy.
Oh, that was nearly a 1.
No
I just rolled a 21 on a Hinter. Like a boss.
That is a 4. The army takes 4 points of damage.
The militia takes 4 points.
That's what I meant. My apologies. They are not doing well. Both of those armies can be defeated at a moment's notice.
That's everyone except the army of Valorant, basically.
Yeah, actually. And he's about to get attacked, so let's see how that goes. +3. Roll 1d20 +3. Here we go. Oh, 18. The army of Valorant takes a little bit of damage. They take 4 points.
It's not acceptable.
Oh, Jesus, I did that wrong. Okay. And after that's going to be Riders of wherein.
Okay, right. What am I on? I'm on a +12. Okay. +12. Boom. Nice. I rolled double what I rolled on my last attack with the army of wherein.
Man, imagine if you had only rolled that attack roll before.
Imagine if I rolled over 10. Imagine that. Just imagine it. 10 plus 16. Anything like that. That would have been nice.
You did 3 points of damage. Technically, Leon can kill that army in one more hit. Probably not, but technically can. And now it's the malicious army, and they're going to attack Hinta one more time. She's kind of distracting them. I'm sorry. You're probably about to lose one of your... All right, everybody. Pour one out for our homies here. We have poor Hinta.
Scott's about to roll a fat one.
Yeah. Here we go.
He's pouring those nappies down that drain. Can I just say, having the session today was very unfair because Scott's had an overwhelming amount of bad luck in his life right now, which actually skews his dice in favor of the 20.
That's not good, guys. We need Hinta to roll a morale save, a morale check. Hold on one second.
Morale +5?
No, it's not a normal. It's not a normal one. It's just a +2. Okay. Is it still just against the normal DC? I just have to double check that. We'll get back to her in a second. Could we get a morale check for the rest of the armies, including hers? Actually, because that was a separate one for her.
A separate one. Okay, so this is hers, and this is.
Oh, good. There you go. Roll yours.
Why am I rolling my natty 20 now on the most useless check on the morale? In fact, I've done this twice on morale checks. It's actually the worst.
Oh.
God, I made that one by the skin of my teeth.
Yeah, that's a dice saying, "Shut the fuck up and take what I give you." Oh man. And then we have the general. Technically, he just has to roll a 2. Oop.
Imagine if you rolled a 1 right now.
Oh.
It went awfully close to landing on that 3.
This is the army, and this is... Oop, sorry, I did that wrong. Oh, that would have been a failure! That would have been a failure!
Sorry, I think we can take that, because that's a 3 that was rolled there.
Succeeded.
Look at this cheaty boy.
I pressed it by accident!
You can minus 50 off that.
I want my daddies, Scott. These boys need me. Call them? Is that what you're saying, Josh? Why are you owed daddies, Josh? That's a real question.
Yeah, I like how you had to clarify that because you're like, oh wait, I said that entirely like I'm being a sassy too.
Yeah. All right, so let's how many hours is this?
I don't know.
Jake, if you could roll that.
I went to the zoo over the weekend and I saw a two-toed sloth and it tried to escape. It was great.
I mean, how quickly was it moving?
It had some speed actually. That boy could traverse the ceiling pretty rapidly. And he only had 2 toes, which is quite impressive given the speed. 13 hours, holy fuck. That's like a night with Jake.
Adiola.
So the army is defeated, and so they'll retreat, but they're not disbanded because this isn't a morale issue. So she's defeated. Like literally, if she has even more casualties, so on and so forth. You can just see that they fall exactly. But they're not disbanded, which is a very, very different. Defeated doesn't hurt your kingdom. Disbanded does. All right, 13 more Jesus Christ hours. 19 plus 13 is a lot of fucking hours. So it has been a lot of battle. You can only imagine what's happening to the north and to the east of where you are. Now we're rolling into the next battle phase. Everybody is tired. The only reason I'm not applying modifiers to this is because it's equal. Like every army's equally tired, right?
Yeah.
Next is going to be the Army of Valorant. He's going to push forward for a big surge. He is at all-out attack. Yeah, he is. So he's going to do that plus 13. There we go.
After a night with Jake, you need to hydrate.
Nice. Did you? Oh, you did. Oh, I'm so sorry, Josh. That was forever ago in my mind. Holy shit!
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh
this
my
is
god.
what this should have been, but over 24 hours ago.
Right. Oh my god. That is. Hold on. Take away 15. That's a 17 minus 1, 16. Hey, there's the 18 damage we talked about. I found it. So, yeah, that decimates them. Yeah. They immediately have to make a morale check.
Disbanded? Destroyed? Yeah,
you guys have the choice of taking them as allowing them to surrender, so on and so forth, or you can continue trying to attack them to destroy them.
Oh no, we'll allow them to surrender, I think. These guys treated us honorably, and we should do the same.
Okay. Yeah. So more or less, they throw in the towel. It's one of those things. They surrender. Actually, their commander begrudgingly surrenders. So on and so forth. So they are defeated as well. After that, it is going to be Riders of Wherein, who unfortunately are removed. This army is removed. Now it's Riders of wherein. Oh, wherein. The army you're fighting is defeated. You can roll one fell swoop, Neil. Don't suck. I won't lie.
What? Oh, you mean against the militia?
Yeah, but their DV is high, so you have to roll well.
Easy. I've been rolling well all session. In fact, I don't want to brag, but one time I actually rolled over 10.
I never even got to use my false retreat. I didn't need to.
No, right. What am I? I'm a plus 12. Okay, come on.
Oh, Neil! Oh my god! 29, take away 17 is 12! You did it, boyo! We did it in one fell swoop. A decisive just crunch. We took them out. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh, thank God. Can you imagine if Syl hadn't buffed the shit out of us there?
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't just Syl. It was Syl and Naga. And Syl did some other stuff too. But we'll talk about that sometime in the future. And slashes, we still have to deal with that. Thanks, team.
As Anno's pointed out, I'm only allowed 2 speeches per session. And I'd actually like to not take a speech and in fact dedicate one to Syl and Slashes and Naga and everyone who has helped us win this victory here today. Me and Scott are humbled, in fact. Scott is just thinking about the task yet to come.
So when the armies are defeated, we still need them to make a... actually, they need to make a morale check. as soon as they're defeated.
I don't like that. What?
I failed. The militia army failed a morale check.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh crap! It didn't even roll for me at first.
Oh, it rolled for me and then it just went again. That was weird. I failed a morale check. That's amazing. So that's awesome. That means that army is going to it takes the hit to the morale. Now everybody gets the normal morale, so they take the D4.
You can't go over.
And I roll a 4! They're legit disbanded! The militia disbands! That's amazing! That means there's nobody left behind to protect the town. And then there's, what's it called? The other army, because the phase is over. Your winning team doesn't have to do it. This other one has to roll again. Okay, so the army does not disband. They stay together as an army for you to take as prisoners. How do you want to handle this, Neil? So more or less, one of the armies disbands. Like we're talking tons of the militia just heads down the river, hides in their homes, runs over the hills, so on and so forth. They just disband and run. Some of them stay behind, surrendering, so on and so forth.
Is the militia commander there?
The militia commander is wounded, grievously wounded, but still alive. The army commander is still in pretty good personal shape, like dirty and whatnot, but doesn't seem to have any actual injuries.
Wherein would have them both brought to him.
Okay. We'll do that. I'm gonna while I'm remembering Josh, I have to give him his daddies.
I do not know what's going on. Look, Jake's keeping track of it, and it's 3 a.m. for him right now. He's roided up on pain relief, and he's keeping track.
We're done with your speeches, so we're going to. I'm just kidding. Sorry. So just continuing the meme. Sorry. Yeah, they will be brought over to you. Absolutely.
My Zoom's so confused by this. It keeps just flashing up saying I'm muted because of how viscerally abused it's been by.
I just love that you and Messi are the same. Okay, supposedly they'll be there by noon, the latest. So look out. Okay. Means I'm going to be wrapping up in about 20 minutes. Sorry, Jake. Glad you came today. Oh, god damn it.
Sorry. Okay, right.
Why are you apologizing? You're not the one that overslept because you were shoveling shit for hours last night.
Because I am saying sorry to share my sympathies, my condolences, while not necessarily
is this another speech?
Being at fault. It's like when you say sorry for your loss, Scott. You're not saying I killed your grandmother. You're saying I'm sorry that this has occurred.
Oh, what is going on right now?
Oh no. God's like, we're gonna have to wrap up in 20 minutes. No, you ain't.
Okay, cool. I see what it is. All right, sir. Jesus Christ, okay. That's one we're going to have to deal with next session. Actually, I have a couple of things we have to deal with next session. Actually, 3 things we're going to have to deal with next session. Okay, so, Sarah, go ahead.
So Raymond's got the 2 commanders. One is grievously wounded. The other is okay.
Do you want them to meet you on this side of the bridge, or do you want them to, or with Leon? What's the plan here?
On this side of the bridge is fine.
Okay. So, you have them brought over to you. Obviously, you have your soldiers about whatnot. Da 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 da. Go ahead.
Raymond will look at them both for a moment, and then say, "You fought well, and you fought with honor." He'll look at the soldier, the guy from Haude Gwenh, and say, "You kept your word, and you are not wounded. You may go wherever it is you wish to go. And then he'll look to the militia, who's badly wounded. And he will say, "This is your town, yes?"
He nods, saying, "Yeah, I was raised here."
Wherein will extend a hand to him. And as he does so, presuming the man takes it, he will use spell recall. There's a glint of blue in Rayron's eyes as he says, "My lady gives me the power to see certain things, or to return certain things." And he's going to cast Infernal Healing that he cast earlier.
So your way of mending this man is to give him demon blood? Okay, cool.
This one doesn't require demon blood because it's spell recalled.
Fair enough. You know what? I'll give that to you.
And then he will say, "Hopefully this will aid you in continuing to look after your town and your home honorably, as you have been doing. I pray that one day we meet in your town, not on a field of battle, but for a pint."
He nods appreciatively and says nothing. The other commander watches this all go down, and he has a dour look on his face.
Can I sense motive him?
Sure.
Continuing my trait, probably going to roll a 3. Oh my god, it's over a 10!
Now we're talking.
Oh my god.
So
Better than that.
he's like, "Good, because Yarva's scared soon, and I need to make sure that I got it back." So anyways, he clearly is not very impressed with how everything just took place in the past 2 days, 48 hours.
You kept your word once before.
And you didn't.
No?
No.
If I won the duel, I said I would not attack the town and pass over the bridge.
You're going to play technicalities in this.
I am. I will be the one writing the history books, after all.
I know that when I die, whether it be at your sword here and now, because clearly you're a dishonorable man, or some sort of chalking block, I'll know that I died keeping my word, but you're still a piece of shit.
Very well. If that is your view...
It's not just my view. Everybody on this battlefield saw what you did. Everybody knows what it is. Your legacy will live on. Don't you worry.
My lady seeks to spread knowledge.
Chosen of lies.
Perhaps you would care to travel with me?
Oh, I do not.
Very well. Then I shall leave you to your ignorance. You're dismissed.
He honestly looks flabbergasted by that. Looks around. You can clearly tell he thinks it's a trick. But he's just one of those, like, aggravatedly, like one of those shoulder turns and walks out like, fuck it. If it's a trick, whatever. And then just, like, kind of, like, walks away from it. From the, wherever you were. He's not heading back to his army like he's looking to lead it. You know what I mean? He's heading back. He's like he's looking to get them up in arms. But you can clearly see he's grabbing up his soldiers and everything to head back, to leave. They're not advancing. They're retreating. They're clearly falling back, not to this town either, past it. Most likely back to Haude Gwenh. It's going to be shitty when they get there.
You know what that is? A whole lot of not my problem.
Oh.
Look, at least I can get one to fight at least one battle this war.
I'm gonna. If you honestly let them leave and go back to Haude Gwenh knowing I'm there, I'm gonna hate you.
But they can't get in. It's a gated city. It's got big walls.
It is a gated city. It does have big walls. He's not wrong. It's not like you're just going to have a bunch of people walking in.
And there's 500 of them as well, which although is scary, they are hurt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're all messed
badly.
up. Yeah. Odds are in your favor there, Jake. You don't have to worry about that.
You do have, like, in effect, quite a large militia, probably. When it comes down to the...
I'll deal with it in character. It's all good.
Good. Wherein would let him go. And he'd let the militia go back to their town as well.
Okay. What is...
But he would destroy the bridge when we leave.
Okay. And you're staying on the northern side of the bridge? You're not
northern side of the bridge.
Okay. Yep. Do you say...
I'd make sure Hinter definitely has to come over. And what remains of the Rise of the Baron.
Do you say anything on the town? At the town, do you want to try to handle any amount of like people there, so on and so forth, or do you want to? We don't have time for this. We spent too much time here battling as it is. I need to get to my allies to the north.
Do I take a gamble?
I mean, this is Harrod. It's not a small town.
No. I'm taking a gamble on something different. Before I dismiss the militia commander, Wherein would ask whether he could beg a favor.
Okay. He says, how so?
My friends, my allies, the Riders of Baron, and one among them especially, have helped Valorin in our battle beyond their cause. They're gravely wounded. I need to travel up north to deal with the situation that is evolving there. However, you've shown yourself to be a man of honor. I believe that Harrod is a town of honor. I would ask that you might provide them with time to recover within your town. They are few and they are heavily wounded. I would not subject them to the travel unless it was necessary. I would ask this as a favor from one leader of men to another, not as enemies, but as men who have met in arms on the field of battle.
Roll me a diplomacy check. Do you want to modify that, or are you happy with it?
I mean, technically, he's probably a DC 20.
You have 2 luck dice. You'd know that if we had an API, but we don't. Josh is lying.
I'm sorry. I'm wasting so many luck dice. Imagine if I rolled a 1 here, yeah. Oh my god, what a card.
I mean...
On the other hand, he might be a DC 15, because we're strangely friendly, because although we're enemies, we're not. You know, we've got, like, this bond.
Are you asking for bondage?
Yes.
So...
Specifically with this man.
So he specifically says to you, Harrod didn't have a stake in this war, in these battles one way or another. We've got roped in because of necessity, survival. If a side wasn't chosen, if a side wasn't chosen for us, we would be punished for it. Our people don't care. Our people just want to live their lives. Whoever's flag it might be under, they're just happy to live lives the Adirian way. Free.
I can respect that a lot.
If these are just injured soldiers, they fought our men and they fought them well. For those that will recognize them, because this is the Riders of Baron, for those that recognize them, there could be problems. I'd be willing to give them a place for them to rest and to rest up a few days' time, perhaps patch their wounded. But I will warn you, in the battle that just took place, they are the ones that directly fought us, even if you were the one that defeated us. There could be problems, but I would do the best I can to dissuade such actions.
if I were to provide means for reparations to your people, your soldiers?
That would change things considerably.
You're a reasonable man. I have harmed your people. What sort of gold would abate these people's wrath?
And then we can kind of get into the nitty gritty afterwards. You don't really have to worry about that kind of bit right now. But more or less, it's less about, oh, we have money. It's more like fixing this, doing that, like building it back up. I'd probably say maybe like 5 BP worth would make it so like you would have Harrod's sway very much to your favor.
Okay, that's good. I think
tell Chloe to cover her mouth when she coughs. Thanks.
We could probably excuse me. You watch it, we could probably spare 5 people for that. And I was also thinking like, in the instance, like gold to either pay for guards for them or to pay people so that they're down getting drunk rather than hunting down people they fought.
I mean, it'll be a mix of things that they do. I mean,
Okay,
he's selling you a sweet story, but we know what happens with that. I mean, didn't they just find like a warehouse full of water and supplies for Puerto Rico that was just like sitting there, not being handed out? I mean, stuff gets sent. What they do with it, that's up to them. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's whatever. Which is horrible. The fact that happened. God damn it. So anyways, okay, cool. Just making sure, keep an eye on things. All right, so good, cool. So and then you're gonna head to the north. You're gonna gather up your army and the army of Valorant and head to the north. However, you have this whole conversation, so on and so forth. One of the things that you notice that Hinta was not at your side. Before I say anything else, Jake, your target number is 15. Roll a d20.
I swear to God, if Josh trumps just to kill Hinton, I'm gonna hunt down Elliot and scalp him.
He maybe did a trump card to kill Elliot. Wow, to kill one's harem, since they're both in losing battles. Unfortunately, what happened was her old wounds were reopened during the battle, and around the time. Like around the tail end of the battle, she unfortunately...
She doesn't have any old wounds. She has fast healing.
Yeah, that healed some shit. Not all of it. She had a leg that didn't function.
She would have healed 60 hit points.
She would have healed 10 health points?
60.
Fast healing 1 for a minute?
Yeah, and each round is 6 seconds, right?
Yeah, so fast healing 1, which means 1 health point a round for a minute, which is 10 rounds. 10 health points,
right. Fair enough.
Yeah. Either way, so
my bad.
Unfortunately, when her army was defeated, though many other soldiers survived, Hinta did not. She actually did not survive this. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a phone call. 1 second.
Hello, are you the sir who requires his ship pipe cleaning? Scott gets these calls of that nature quite a lot.
No.
Oh, Hinta died, that's sad.
Yeah.
Oh, she was nice. She was just a good person.
Yeah.
And that army is
It's,
gonna basically disband because Hinta was all that was keeping them together.
Yeah, they're gone.
Not that I really care about that. I care more about Hinta.
Yeah. I mean, they lost a lot of people.
They did.
I don't even know what that's even a response to. But so yeah, the my wife just told me that the perfect timing with hearing R.I.P. Hinta. My wife just told me that apparently they're on their way. They called her phone, so communication's great. I have to go because I have to head over there to hopefully resolve this issue at that house. Sorry for starting late. Sorry for ending early. Unfortunately, a big situation appeared. We didn't really have Tesh anyways, so let's all thank Jake for just sitting there and smiling at us for a couple of hours. He,
looking pretty.
and look, he should have let his hair down. We should have gotten the full Aragorn. All right, everybody. I'm just gonna.
I live for that.
I'm gonna cut this quickly. Neil is going live at 2 p.m. EST. At 6 p.m. I think for his time, and you can figure it out 7 p.m. for his time. Whatever it is. 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. That's right. I was thinking 1 for some reason. 2 and 7 p.m. Go check that out on the other channels, twitch.tv/Ollie Rants. Otherwise, you'll see me tonight, 9 p.m. EST, Lost Initiative show for Star Wars. All right. I had announcements, but don't now. Bye. 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 Bye.